August 3rd. Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. When she had seen what she had done, she gave her father 41. An eerie rhyme at best, but what's the origin? Have you ever thought about the lyrics to this harmless nursery rhyme? But how harmless is it really? Was it ever harmless? This podcast is about Lizzie Borden murders. We will explore the perspective of a maid who is speculated to have taken place in the Lizzie Borden murders, including a vivid narration and a story in the perspective of said maid, and what might have really happened. A girl was polishing the chandelier in the entryway. She was leaning over the banister and starting to lose her balance, but remained standing, arm outstretched, to reach the object she was cleaning.
Good afternoon, Mr. Morse. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. Is Mr. Borden home yet?
Yes, sir. He's down the hall.
She watches him drag himself away, obviously deprived of his much-needed rest. She wonders why Mr. Morse is home so unexpectedly. She shrugs and carries on.
What an odd man.
A thought plagues her mind. When might Miss Lizzie be arriving home?
My thought exactly. When will Miss Lizzie be arriving home?
Maggie scratches her arm and looks around, wondering where the query originated from. Maggie finishes polishing. She steps down from the staircase and dusts off her clothes. Nobody knows what happened next. No one would tell the tale, but Maggie knew. She was there, but then she wasn't. Soon, Mrs. Borden arrived home. She was greeted, and then she retired for the night, along with Mr. Borden.
Mr. Morse, are you there? The Mr. and Miss are home.
Silence. She heard nothing but the echo of her own voice, with the uneasy creak as the house set. Maggie stands still, looking around, attempting to find Mr. Morris. The door opens, and cold air blows in, billowing with the wind. Maggie runs to the front room. There stands a Mr. Morris. He looks a bit disheveled, but also put together all at the same time.
Hello. What are you standing there for? You look like a fool, like a child who lost her mother.
Caught off guard, Maggie regains her composure.
Yes, sir, forgive me. What, if I might ask, what are you doing out for? And for how long Mr. and Miss arrived home since?
As I was saying, I've been out since 6. And where I was is not important, nor is it your business.
It's 9 at night. Maggie smiles, but remains annoyed and a little bit questioning.
Well, needless to say, I'm tired, so I should retire for the night.
Now, everyone is asleep, except for Maggie, and Miss Lizzie remains not at home. Mr. Borden comes down and sits down in the living room. He calls for a light snack as he reads his paper. Maggie sits in the kitchen, knife in hand, staring at the vegetables, all sliced like a stack of coins, spacing out. When she comes to, she realizes the knife in her hand is gone. She looks around the kitchen, wondering where it went. She remembers that Mr. Borden asked for a light snack. Not knowing for how long she was spaced out for, she feared that she would be scolded. She plates the unfinished dish and walks through the hallway, platter in hand. She notices the door. She notices that it's open, and the moonlight shines in, and the wind blows, while playing with the curtains. Maggie rushes to the door to close it. With a struggling one hand, she manages to close the door. Red. Out of the corner of her eye, from where she stands, to the doorway leading to the living room, she sees a red splatter, like a painting. Maggie walks in slowly, seeing Mr. Borden lying on the couch, gashes like caverns in his head. Blood blooms from him like a garden of roses. Maggie stumbles back and is grabbed by hands from behind. Mr. Moore says in a low tone,
If you value your life, you will stay silent. Both Mr. and Miss are dead.
He lets go of Maggie. She is stunned and silent, fearing for her life.
Stay silent about this.
He hands her a bunch of money. She sees in his other hand that the knife she was using earlier is stained red. Maggie takes the money and goes running to sit in the kitchen on the floor. A while after, Maggie sees Mr. Morris leave. Still quivering, Maggie gets up and runs, things packed and money packed.
I'm so sorry, Miss Lizzie.
Maggie runs out of the house and goes far away from there.
You can save money by... In today's news, we have discovered the murder of Andrew and Abby Borden. Let's hear from the witness from the crime scene.
I was walking about after finding my father and my mother. I saw her body from the stairs. Blood pooled around her. I screamed and ran.
Soon, her best friend Alice shared with the police some vital information.
I went to check on Lizzie and her sister after the loss of their parents, and when I walked into the kitchen, Lizzie's sister Emma was turned around while Lizzie was holding a blood-covered dress. Then she burnt it.
10 years later, Maggie was found in Montana.